It's always been about looks. Like for women in surfing, it's like what you look like matters so much. I'm Sarah Locke, and I'm from Carlsbad, California, and I went to Point Loma Nazarene University. I started surfing when I was 8 years old. I originally am from Maryland, but my family moved out to Carlsbad, and my best friend and I started surfing, and we were at the beach like every day. In college, I was part of Point Loma's surf team, and we went to nationals twice, and I ended up getting second at state with one of my teammates. Getting to do it together and be on the podium together was one of the best feelings in the world, just to be with someone that you love and like also get to win and bring it home for the team. For me, when I'm in the water, I feel like I am completely free. Like I am my most true self.
Male athletes make millions of dollars playing their sport, and regardless of how they look per se, they still get endorsement deals, and a lot of times they're not sexualized in nature. They're in their uniform and they're playing their sport, and it's not about their physical appearance.
A lot of surfing has to do with, also looking a certain way, especially for females. That's not all of it, but it definitely adds a lot of pressure in that sense too, is like you have to present yourself in a way that is just like completely what the magazines and what Instagram and social media want you to look like.
We see women who, when they're in endorsement deals, they have to be in lingerie or in a bikini or posing nude.
And I think if you're okay with what's being asked of you, you should pursue it. And if you're being put in a positive light and not trying to hypersexualize who you are, I think that's really important, and that was something that I definitely found you have to be careful with. I felt like if I didn't add up to those levels, that I wasn't, good enough.
We have a lot of critics who say that, female athletes shouldn't do those types of deals if they don't want to be sexualized. But a lot of times that's their way of making extra income, and they need that in order to survive.
But I think the worst part of it is just the world only sees you as that and doesn't see, who you really are. I felt like the pressures of being in the spotlight took away from my love of just surfing. It was becoming less of a passion and more of just like a job or something that I didn't want to show up to. I think there's been a lot of movement in terms of trying to look great and embrace looking great and embrace being a female and embrace like being an athlete and choosing to like share, our bodies, as in a healthy light. I think that's also been something that's taking over. Like women have always been at the very bottom, but yet we're kind of out here trying to prove ourselves that it's kind of time to take back charge and show that we are just as good and working just as hard as the men to achieve our dreams.